Grapefruit juice, the most epic drink the world has ever known. Get some today, or die. So yeah, leave a comment about something you are hoping that is in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Personally, I'm hoping that they completely redo Kanto, the entire Kanto side quest. In Gold and Silver, it seemed nothing more than a glorified Easter egg. It took a few hours to complete, and it was pretty boring. But anyway, leave a comment about what you hope is in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Just any kind of feature you hope that's in it.
Hey everyone, I got a battle here with Anthrax. So anyway, he leads with Jirachi, I lead with Metagross, and yeah. He tricks right off the bat, which is kind of bad, but I just decided to go for the Earthquake, so I'm able to get some damage on this Jirachi. And yeah, it takes it down to red health, which isn't too bad. And I think he's going to switch into something that can take an Earthquake, so I decided to switch, and I decided to go into Jolteon, saying, you know, super effective against flyers. But he actually goes into a Azelf. But I can probably do a lot of damage to do this anyway, so I decided to just go for the Signal Beam, but he goes into a gay Bliss, and Bliss is homosexual, so I have to switch, and I go into Shaman, so I can get maybe a Leech Seed on it, and I want to take the T-Wave on my Natural Cure, which is this Shaman, and I decided to try to go for the Leech Seed, but I got a Parahax, which is lame, so I'm going to go for it again. And I get a miss, which is even lamer. So he's really being lame right now and homosexual because that's what Blissey is. But now I'm just going to rest just so I can switch out because that's what Shaman does. He rests and switches because of Natural Cure. But he decides to switch as well, and he goes into Azelf. And I decide to actually stay in just to get rid of a turn of sleep. So now I'm going to switch because I don't want to take a Fire Blast or something. So I go into Metagross just as death fodder, kind of. But he does go for the Fire Blast and kills Metagross. So that ended up being a pretty bad play for me. I don't know what I was thinking there, but yeah. Metagross goes down. So I go into Jolteon again, and I'm just going to go for a... I'm gonna go into Scizor, predicting a switch into Blissey, and instead he switches into his own Scizor, which is kind of funny. And I superpower, and he superpowers. So because this is slower, actually, it ends up winning this little battle because now I have the -1 defense due to superpower, so his superpower takes me down. So that's not good for me. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is to say. So I go into Feraligatr because after he has -1 attack and defense, that should give me a chance to set up with Dragon Dance. And he goes into a Zapdos as I go for a Dragon Dance, which is pretty cool. And anyway, I'm just going to go for an Ice Punch, hoping he'll over-predict or something. And he actually does and goes for like Hidden Power Grass, I think. Because he thought I'd switch, so he goes Hidden Power Grass at a Thunderbolt, and that really cost him his Zapdos here, because now I'm going to be able to finish it off with Ice Punch, and that'll take down Zapdos, which is pretty good for me. So anyway, now he goes into Azelf, and I did the calc. I am faster, so I decided just to go for the Waterfall, and that takes down Azelf, which is really good for me, and he wasn't expecting that. So now he goes back into Scizor, and I don't want to lose Feraligatr to a Bullet Punch quite yet, so I go into Zapdos, since it's like a free switch, because Zapdos walls, you know, Scizor pretty much like God. And I'm kind of thinking he'll probably switch, so I decided to switch 2 into Shaman. And I was right, he did go switch, but he didn't switch into what I thought he'd switch in. I thought he'd switch in Blissey, but instead he goes into Salamence, which isn't too good. So I set up a Leech Seed because I can, and he goes for a Fire Blast. So I survived just barely with 7 hit points, which is epic. So knowing he probably can't kill me with Fire Blast, I decided just to go for a rest, maybe you know, maybe he'll miss with Fire Blast or something, which would be nice. So I go for the rest, and unfortunately, he gets a crit off the next one, which is actually a Draco Meteor. Because of Shaman's weakness to fire, Draco Meteor is actually weaker,
So, had he not gotten this crit here, I think I would have had a much better chance to win. This pretty much clinched the match, because now I really don't have a whole lot to take care of Blissey. So I go into Jolteon, and it is back, so I decide just to go for the T-Bolt. And I get it off on Blissey, and it still does quite a little, a few hit points, just because Jolteon is Specs. So, I really can't switch into Feraligatr here, because Feraligatr has less than 100 hit points, and I know he has Seismic Toss, and pretty much I have to let Jolteon die. And I really would have liked to have Shaman right about now, but that really gay Draco Meteor crit pretty much clinched me the loss here. But I'm just going to keep whacking it with Thunderbolt. I mean, it's the only thing I can really do. Hopefully he'll finish me off and doesn't soft-boiled, so I can finish the Blissey off with something else. And he actually does finish off Jolteon, so I do have an opportunity to finish off Bliss with Feraligatr. So I go into Feraligatr, and I just go for the Waterfall just in case he feels like switching, and the Life Orb will be able to take it down. I get a crit, but I think it's a useless one. I mean, Blissey's low physical defense, and not to mention the Life Orb and Stab, and Feraligatr's pretty good defense. I mean, I'm pretty sure that didn't matter. But now he goes into Jirachi, and I predict a Steel-type move, so I go into Zapdos, which turns out to be pretty nice because he goes for the Iron Head. And now he goes for the Ice Punch, and thank God he didn't get the, Freeze, and I just go for a Thunderbolt, and that'll take down the Jirachi. But now he decides to go out into the Mence, which I really can't handle. So unless he gets a miss off the Draco Meteor, he wins this match, and he doesn't, so Zapdos goes down, and he's now just going to finish off Feraligatr with Outrage. So good game, Anthrax. Stupid crits, but they happen sometimes. It's just part of the game. Good game. Rate, comment, subscribe, people, and see you next time.